One of the best ways to grow on Instagram is to collaborate with Reels. We all know that Reels are the effective thing to use right now for growth and more exposure. But when you collaborate, you get even more eyes because you're sharing audiences. So a month or so ago, a few of us got together and did a Reel. And several people said, "Hey, how did you do that? I want to do that too." In fact, just the other day, inside our Insider Mentorship Zoom training, one of our members, Elise Parker, asked, "How do you collaborate with a group on a Reel?" And I'll share the link in the show notes, the link to the Reel that we did. There were 6 of us. So you can view exactly what we did and what it looked like. So I gave Elise kind of the short version, which you will hear from our conversation I'm about to play today. And then I thought it might be fun to share this with you and then quickly expound on how to do it, because it's very worthwhile to spend time prepping something like this. You know how sometimes you need to slow down to see the big picture and then plan in order to have a better effect on growth? That's kind of what I'm talking about here. So the day the 6 of us posted that Reel, as a result, within the next week, I picked up about 70 new followers. So at the end of this conversation, I'm going to wrap up and share with you a step-by-step process, just really quickly, of what we did and offer you a free download. So be sure to hit the show notes and grab that download so that you can start shooting Reels too. Are you ready? Listen in.
Welcome to Authentic Online Marketing with Ruthie Gray. Growing awareness for your blog, podcast, book, or product involves more than dancing to Reels and yelling, "Buy my thing." This show models quality over clamor so you can put your spin on your message and market in a way that feels authentic to you, because nobody wants to sound like an infomercial. And now, here's your host, Ruthie Gray.
What's your question about collabs?
I know how to do a post and collab with one person, but the way you guys did the collab with like 4 different people, Michelle, I know you were on it too. I don't get it. Where can I go where somebody can give me a step by step? Because I don't know. I have a book that released yesterday, by the way. Yay! That's kind of happening on the side. Yeah. So we want to do a collab, but I don't know how to do it.
I can give you a brief rundown, and that is, so these are 4 people.
Yeah.
You can only collab with one other person. So
Okay.
What you have to do is you team up with another person and the other 2 team up.
Okay.
One of you sets up the post. So what we did with the 6 people was we collabed on what we wanted to say. One person wrote the post and gave it to everybody. Okay. Gave it to the people that were responsible for posting in each group, in each pair. And then one person put together a collab picture of everybody.
Gotcha. Have that. Okay.
So they did that. And then in the body, we tagged everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it said what we needed to say. And on that day, at that time, each pair, so you collab with your partner. And what you do is when you collab with her, you go down to tag. You hit tag and it says invite a collaborator.
Yes.
So you hit that. And then when you share it, then she's notified and then she accepts and it shows up on hers too.
Yes.
Okay. So that's how we did it at the same time across the board with 6 people.
Okay. That I get the collab part. I've actually been collabed with for that kind of sharing, but putting them together, I guess, is the part where I'm like, how do you get the 6 of you? How did that 6 of you happen? Where we saw, was that a one person took those pictures and put them together?
Yes.
A little video. Okay. It's such the perfect situation for it. So it's just got to do it.
You just got to do it is the thing. As you can tell, I like to give pep talks in our mentorship meetings. And if you ever wonder about our mentorship and if it would be a good fit for you, you can go to our website, AuthenticOnlineMarketing.com, and read about it. It's in the top menu, and you can see what all we do, and you can apply for the wait list. You may be a good fit for our group. You never know till you look, right? So I gave Elise the short version because we had discussed it at length previously in another Zoom inside our mentorship, but I'm going to quickly give you the longer version here. So here's what you do with more than 2 people on a Reels collab. First of all, you start with an idea, and it's something that kind of resonates with all of you. You have something in common with these other people that you can work on together. So then you invite the people to collaborate with you. And the best way to do this is to just personally reach out. And then once they say yes, form a pod, a chat group, so that you can just go ahead and discuss everything right there, and everyone can just be involved and in the loop and give their 2 cents and be up to date. Then you select a sound. Now, when we did this, Alicia Byers, who we had on the podcast just last week, she was the one, she's a go-getter. So she had already picked out a sound for us, but someone needs to select a sound. So then you team up in pairs because you can only collab with one other person right now at this time, which is the end of May 2022. So then you team up in pairs. So then all other 5 people, or however many people you have in your Reels collab, in our case, it was a total of 6. So 5 of us shot our individual videos on our iPhones, and then we texted them or dropped them in the pod for our main Reels editor, who was Alicia. So everyone got them to Alicia. She was our Reels editor. So the editor forms the reel. She creates the reel and shares it in the pod, or texts it if that doesn't work. Sometimes in pods, some people cannot download the video. So either or. And then another person within the whole group formed the caption. In our case, it was Jamie Bailey, Alicia's mom. And she formed the caption, and then she tagged each person in the body of the caption. And then she created that and shared that whole caption in the pod too. Then someone else creates a collab photo with the photos of all the members that will show up as a reel cover. In our case, it was Alicia again. So you need to gather everyone's photos. And then you decide on a posting time because you want everyone to post at the same time. Now, remember, in our case, it was 3 groups posting at the same time. It was 6 people. You can only collaborate with one other person, so you collaborate in pairs. Everybody had the same video. Everybody had the same caption. Everybody had the same cover photo. And then we determined what time we were going to post. So you decide on a posting time. And then one person from each pair that's collabing is the one that has to post it. So she sets up the post at the appointed time, and then she invites the collaborator. So that is under, when you're setting it up, it's under where you can tag a friend. If you tap on that, there's also the option to invite a friend to collaborate. And then that friend gets a notification that you've been asked to collaborate. And then once she accepts, that post, that reel, goes right on her Instagram too. Now, if you want to go the extra mile and really get some leverage out of this, do what we did and share the individual members of the group, share about them in your stories and tag them all day long. For instance, I went to Alicia's Instagram and took from a post that she had already done previously. It was a picture of her, and I shared it to my stories, and I tagged her, and I just put in a couple of sentences about Alicia. But I did that with every single person in our group that day. And they all did it with me too, so that the love was shared. You got more of a background situation of what's going on here. Remember, I always tell you, stories is where you go deeper with people. That's where you see the behind the scenes and the background, the real story, in other words. Okay. So then we kept that pod going all day long and shared updates about how many, followers we might be picking up, or even more importantly, the DMs we were having with people, the responses we were getting. And several people that were responding and saying, "Oh, I'm so glad that you shared this. I need an Instagram coach," or "I need a business coach," or "I need a marriage coach." We had 6 different types of coaches. We had a podcasting coach too, and a couple of others, a CPA. Oh, I know who the other one was. It was Sarah Motes, Pinterest manager, and the person who designed my new website, Authentic Online Marketing, which I interviewed her earlier this month in May. So be sure to go back and listen to that one. All right. And so this is how you do it. It's kind of detailed. What you can do is go get these Cliff Notes, go get this download, and we will link this podcast within the download so that you can listen again and again to it. Okay. It'll be a special download for you. You'll see it. Reels Collab download. So I hope this has been helpful for you today. I think it's it's one of those deeper trainings that we don't normally do on the podcast, but every once in a while, I like to throw these in so that you could just have kind of a step-by-step process in your back pocket. And go get the download. Go get the download. Go get it. All right. Thank you for listening today. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We hope you come back next week. And in the meantime, remember to share your unique message your way in your own authentic voice.